people in order. What the fuck are we?
Welcome back to another episode of The Asylum with Harley and Joker. I'm Queen Harley, as always, joined by some guy named Jeremy.
Fucking paranormal interview sucking me up today. Goddamn motherfucker. It's like every other fucking week. It's every weekend now, so I got used to this shit. Can't go with me.
And Queen Harley is back to her spunky self this week, not hiding by my puke bucket.
Well, too bad for us, but
You know what? Right there. Right there.
Oh, baby, I'll sit on and rotate while you do something else, so you know.
Sit and spin when you get to the elbow, the ride's over.
I just said I will sit and spin while she does something else.
Okay, we have Poison Ivy with us today. And we have Dean from Family Plot Podcast. And we have Max Payne with us. And for those of you who don't know, before y'all ask what this is, because we know you're going to ask, because y'all ask that same stupid question every time this show comes on.
You put the wrong name in the fucking podcast as always, but yes, it is.
It's wrestling music bracket. That's what you said. It was a wrestling music.
The official name is WWE Spotify bracket, but yeah, we'll go with whatever you say there, sweet princess.
It is what I say it is. Thank you very much. It's a wrestling music bracket. If you don't know what a bracket is, then maybe you shouldn't be watching, and go look that up for yourself to find out what a bracket is, because, well...
The one viewer we have so far is shaking in their fucking boots, I'm sure. But...
Oh, well. Okay, well, now I'm going to pass the whips and chains and belts and everything else over to King Joker.
Jesus Christ. You know, there's a reason they call us the Asylum. It's because I got to deal with her. But I'm just saying. But, you know.
I drive everybody crazy, and everybody likes it. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't keep coming back.
It's the other things you do that make me come back. Literally.
Oh, my God.
But that's right, folks. It's time for part 8 of the WWE Spotify music bracket, Harley. And yeah, that's right, part 8. So that means we got seven more parts of this to go. Yeah. I kid. I love this shit. For some reason, wrestling themes have a place in my heart. I don't know why, but they do. And
hey, Jeremy, you're a fucking mark for this shit. Let's not kid nobody.
I grew up on a lot of these themes, man. I used to dance around to them as a fat kid. So come on now.
You know, but they're so essential to, we've talked about this before. I mean, it is such an integral part of wrestling is the theme music. So, it's how you identify with those people. You hear that, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the music in a Sergio Leone Western. The instant you hear it, it's Sergio Leone. And that's what I love about, as I was going through this today, it has that allure to it.
Exactly. Just like a Dario Argento fucking horror movie, you're going to hear some metal themes. But yeah, cut back to Night of the Demons 2 with Fast the Shark Bicep. Good. Classic. But this is not a horror movie bracket, unfortunately, I wish. But we are here, folks, to do wrestling music, and April's going to start us off in a matchup that makes me cry to my very fucking being. Why these two are up against each other in the first round, the first matchup is fucking horrible fate. But I digress. April, is it the lowest ranked song in this part of the bracket? Number 422, Sexy Boy. My theme song, no, I'm kidding, Shawn Michaels' theme song. versus number 184 ranked Gold Dust theme song.
No, it's Sexy Boy.
And the LBGTQ, ABC, whatever fucking community gets a slight against them on that one. But, Dean, which way you want to go?
Gold Dust.
There we go. There we go. And Harley?
Okay, so when my oldest son was little, his grandfather used to have him watch wrestling with him. And so when Shawn Michaels would come out, he started singing that song. And so when my son got like a little bit older, he started saying that was his theme song because he was a sexy boy. And he would walk around dancing and singing that song. So I'm picking Sexy Boy.
I mean, I was a fat kid dancing to that fucking theme song too.
But my son wasn't a fat kid. Thank you very much.
I was, and it made it all more ironic and funny. But, oh, you should have seen me as a kid. Fucking my little silver boombox with my CDs in the bathroom with me, taking a shower, come out of the shower in the fucking towel, start doing the Sexy Boy dance, and run throughout the house naked because I was that kind of kid. So my mom would just sit there shaking her head like, "What the fuck did I do wrong?" But this is not the only time. I guarantee this is not the only time Sexy Boy will be on this bracket because at 422 ranked, this is just one version of it off one album. It's not the only time he'll be on this bracket. So I can't say the same for Goldust as far as I know. And one of the first wrestlers I freaking loved because I lived for theatrics wrestling. I like the theatrics. And Goldust is one of the funniest motherfuckers you'll ever see in wrestling. Dustin Rhodes is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He put so much work into that role for 20 fucking years. Like, him and Booker T is one of the funniest things that ever happened to wrestling. So, I got to go with Goldust. Because, I used to also go through the house doing the nipple rub and everything like he did. So, I did the fucking Goldust entrance all the time.
That's kind of creepy.
I don't know. I did the Goldust entrance all the time. I used to fucking wrestle on trampolines. So, yeah. And I even used to do the shit he would do in the ring, like humping people and shit. Like, it was just fun times. But
that's really creepy.
No, that's just fun times as a kid, sweetie. You can't get prosecuted for that shit. But Daryl, that Mr. Man Mountain Rock himself is the tiebreaker for the first matchup.
So, just real quick, the list that you gave me, so I go through and divide everything. So I'm gonna have to. Luckily, I wrote notes on everything because I had the original one was Sexy Boy versus With a Smile. Was the top two? Was the first?
I don't put them in order of the matchups because I don't want people to fucking know what the matchups are ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
That ruins the element of surprise.
So that's fine. I'm glad I made notes on everything. I happened to have done the road with Dustin Rhodes. So I got to tell you, he is one of the funniest human beings and crazy. I mean, he's far more crazy behind the scenes than he is. And you're going, how could that be, Max? Because he's Goldust and he's a fucking nut. But I'm telling you, he does this little, I don't know how much he did it as his character, but when we would go, I actually have a picture of him in Germany with these friends of mine just laughing their ass off when he's doing the nipple rubbing thing. He has this amazing voice where he can sound like, you know how Howie Mandel does the baby talk kind of thing?
Yeah.
Well, Dustin can do that and sound like a little girl. And so that's what he would do is he'd rub his nipples and sound like a little girl. And it's truly some of the funniest shit ever. So I have to go. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of Shawn Michaels, and Dustin is somebody that he was my debut match in the WCW, for God's sakes, even though it sucked ass butter on Main Street. Dustin was somebody that I've always enjoyed doing the road with and respected. Dustin gets my nod.
Fuck yes! And him doing the little girl voice, rubbing his nipples. I swear to God, now I want to go. Now I want to go search the Epstein
Not that
Island
cup. It's the flower
I wanna-
one.
Harley, shut up! I'm talking. But makes me want to go see the Epstein Island list and see if Dustin Rose is on it by chance.
No
but
shit, right?
it wouldn't surprise. There's wrestlers on it.
He's
Mr. Fuji's on it.
He probably is the he's probably the guy that stands at the gates and directs all the traffic, knowing Dustin.
Probably in full attire, of course. But
yeah, of course.
But that means that Gold Dust is moving on. Thank God, because Shawn Michaels will be in this again, and I'd rather not him beat Gold Dust the first time out. But that means Dean starts off the next one, and we got a 90s versus 2010s matchup here. It's number 421 ranked Orient Express. That theme song for Orient Express versus number 183. Realiza 2013 Alberto Del Rio's theme song.
I hate it because it's such a culturally deaf take, but the better song is definitely for the Orient Express.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I think in a second. But Harley, which way you want to go? And don't say both because I already know that way. But
the Orient Express.
I 100% fucking agree. Alberto Del Rio, God, I hate that motherfucker with a passion. I really do. He was one of the most cheap fucking bullshit wrestlers of all time. He should never have even been as popular as he was, or been champion as long as he was. Orient Express, I never watched one damn thing they were in. They were never in any with any of the highlight shit I watched back in the day from like the 80s and 90s. But that theme song is badass, and I like the fucking you make it feels like you're in the Orient, so it works, and that's what this is about. But which way you want to go there, Max Payne?
You know, this is one of those moments where I didn't write a lot about, because these were in the first part of the list. I didn't write a lot of detail, but the one thing I did write is that the Orient Express felt cheesy to me. Doesn't mean it's not a good song. It just felt kind of predictable and cheesy. So I'm gonna go with Realiza, just because I think the song between the two songs, it might have got the nod, but it didn't win the bracket that I'd fixed anyway. So neither one of them did. So I'm going off of sheerly crappy notes on this one.
No, they'll be knocked out. Orient Express will be knocked out next round. I'm not worried about that. But April, which way you want to go?
The Orient Express.
And we got a 4-1 as Orient Express moves on to the next round. But that means that Harley starts the next matchup off. And it's going to be, ironically enough, number 420 ranked Snake Bit 2014, Jake the Snake Roberts comeback theme song versus number 182 ranked Edge's theme song.
I'm going with Edge.
Oh, honey, we know you like the Edge. You don't got to tell us. But this is not the best Jake the Snake Robert theme song. He had better ones back in the day. And this is not the best Edge theme song. He had better ones later on. This was like his first theme song after he became a solo wrestler. So I'll go with Edge just because it's the better of two evils, but neither of these are the greatest versions of these theme songs by any fucking degree. But which way you want to go there, Max?
It's funny because I wrote that the Edge theme song it's kind of that sort of heavy hip hop metal chick singing thing, and that the Edge, what the note I wrote for the Edge, and I remember the song really well, is it sounded like the theme from Escape from New York. You know, it had kind of that vibe of the early 80s to it. I think I'm going to go with the Edge on this one too.
And yeah, like I said, this is not his best theme song. Eventually, a band did a version of his theme song, and it became like his permanent theme song, and it was so much better. It was so much heavier and more metal. Like on this day, like oh my god, like that song. I will vote for that song all fucking day. Was it? Yeah, I think it was Alter Bridge. I think Alter Bridge did his theme song.
Really?
It was
Yeah.
it was the Alter Bridge version, and before that, he had a Rob Zombie version.
Wow.
I don't think I ever heard the Rob Zombie version.
He didn't keep it long.
And I watched wrestling back then, for fuck's sake, when he became a solo artist. But, well, then again, Edge and Christian were using this theme song too back in the day. So,
Well, I'd like to hear the Alter Bridge version of it.
oh,
You
okay.
know, when
Well,
I was fat, I didn't appreciate Big Macs at all. And now that I'm not fat, I appreciate them.
You know, I was honestly wondering what type of burger you were eating. I know that you're not going to be able to finish it, but yeah.
oh, trust me, Harley always finishes. But which way you want to go, April?
I was going to go with the first one, Edge.
That's the second one, technically, but okay.
Oh, well, yeah, Edge.
And Dean?
You think you know me? I'm voting for Edge.
I've seen you strip, motherfucker. I think I do know enough of you. But that means that I get to start the next one off, and actually, fuck, this is a hard one too. God damn it! It's number 419 ranked. Money Talks, Shane McMahon's theme song, or number 181 ranked. I Won't Do What You Tell Me, Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme song. And I didn't get a chance to write the fucking albums into this because the albums make a difference. But fuck, I love both of these. Okay, well. Same thing I did in the other one. This is not Stone Cold's only theme song in this fucking bracket. We've already done like fucking 6 of them. So he has more coming up in the top like 50 probably. So I'm not worried about that. Actually, I think he's not on this part if I'm not mistaken. But this is the first time I've seen Shane McMahon on it. And I had a friend named Shane growing up who was one of my best friends. And whenever we did trampoline wrestling, he always came out to Shane McMahon's theme song. Even did the whole fucking little like dance down the fucking walkway to the ring. So I gotta go with Money Talks because every time I heard "Here Comes the Money" as a kid, I got so fucking excited because I loved Shane O'Mac. As much as I love seeing him get his ass kicked by Triple H and by Kane and by everybody else, I fucking love Shane O'Mac. But which way you want to go, Max?
This is a tough one because I like both those songs a lot. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Shane McMahon, I think because of that, I'm going to go with Steve Austin.
Did you ever actually get to meet Shane McMahon, or was it too young when you were in the?
Oh no, I met him. Yep, he was there. Him and
Definitely.
Yeah, we had just actually started to have like a presence there. And so they were just kind of being introduced then. And so I got to meet Shane. Shane was actually really cool to me. And so was Stephanie. I liked them both very much.
I mean, well, nobody likes Stephanie as much as Macho Man, but we've all heard those stories.
Oh my goodness. You went all the way to that. Holy shit. You're fucking brutal. You're fucking brutal, Jeremy.
Don't do that. That reminds me of somebody else that used to be in Asocial. That I hate that fucking accent for that reason. But yeah, it is what it is. I hold no guards. But which way you want to go, April?
Stone Cold.
And Dean?
One of my favorite matches of all time is the Shane McMahon Kurt Angle match. And yeah, for that alone, I got to go with Shane O'Mac.
I'm pretty sure I watched
money.
I'm pretty sure I watched that pay-per-view back in the day when it was on, and I'm pretty sure I fucking rooted for Shane McMahon the whole time because Kurt Angle was a fucking piece of shit. But
well, he was still deep in his 3 eyes phase at that point, and Shane's storyline had just bought the WCW.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that matchup. I was 100% watching at that point, but that's what made me stay with wrestling for a while. Was the fucking take invasion storyline. But Harley, it's a tiebreaker. Which way you want to go?
I'm going with Stone Cold because Stone Cold says so.
What?
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I can't stand Shane McMahon. Not at all.
I just want to know, Dean, did Shane oh my gosh, you just said his name. Did he
Kurt Angle.
in the match?
I don't think he did. I think Kurt Angle went over, but
Do you think Vince?
what I liked about him is the same thing that Mick Foley liked about him, which is he's the boss's son. There's no reason he should take the bumps he was taking.
Right.
I mean, he let the guy put him through a glass wall twice.
When he did that jump from the fucking Titantron, I was like, oh my god. I don't care how fake this is. That hurts like a motherfucker. So, yeah, I mean.
It sounds like Vince demanding that he earn his wings is what it sounds like to me.
He was just. I think he liked it. I think he liked being part of the wrestling, like actually, instead of just staying in the back. I mean, even Vince did. Vince wrestled for a while back in the day, from like '98 to like 2012, and then he kind of stopped. But
So where's Shane now?
he still shows up. He showed up in WWF not long ago, I don't think. Didn't he? I could swear he showed. Oh no, didn't he go to TNA or some shit? AEW thing. He showed up.
I think he might have, because he was running I want to say for a long time he was running a cable company in China, I believe. I know he's back in the States, but I don't think he's doing anything in front of the camera.
Interesting.
Anywhere else?
But it's been a long while since I've actually watched wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I saw somewhere on Facebook that Shane McMahon was like showed up at like AEW or some shit, like after Vince left WWE because of all the fucking shit about him. So I heard he showed up at AEW or something, but that could be all rumor. I don't fucking know. You can't believe anything you see these days. But that means that Max Payne gets to start the next matchup, and it's a tag team matchup. It's number 418 ranked Latino World Order, LWO's theme song, versus number 180 ranked Bringing the Hood to You, Crime Time's theme song.
So, it's funny because I actually have that, and I actually chose Bring the Hood because it kind of had that Boys in the Hood thematicness to it. And I didn't really like the Latino theme as much as it felt a lot like War, but like not near as good as War. So I went with the Bring the Hood.
And April?
Latino.
I should have saw that coming. But which way do you want to go there, Dean?
For Shad Gaspar alone, Crime Time.
Yeah. And Harley?
Latino.
Okay, so that leaves me as a tiebreaker. And I'm going to get hate from some race group no matter which way I go in this. I already know that. So, Latino World Order, LWO was cool in the day and shit, but their theme song was always so racist and garbage. Like, no. They should have just fucking took Rey Mysterio's theme song and ran with it. Or even Eddie Guerrero's better theme song. I'll go with fucking Crime Time. I loved them on SmackDown back in the day. They used to steal fucking Teddy Long's fucking watch and shit off them like it was the funniest shit in the world. They would steal everything from everybody. Except Undertaker. They didn't touch the Undertaker shit. But I gotta go with Crime Time.
You can't steal from the dead anyway, right?
I mean, all the grave robbers in the past have done that pretty well. But I mean, yeah.
That's an old metaphor.
Yeah, I mean, technically you can't because they ain't got nothing to.
It doesn't matter.
But that means April gets to start the next matchup off, and it's going to be number 417 ranked Schizophrenic Mankind's theme song versus 179 ranked So Close Now, the Usos theme song by David Dallas.
I'll go with the first one.
And Dean?
Just because I love Mick, I've got to go with Mankind.
And Harley?
It was Mankind and the Usos.
Yes.
I'm going with the Usos.
Well, I'll shove a big fat one up you right now because fuck the Usos. Mankind gets the fucking win because ain't no way I'm letting the Usos even get a chance to win over fucking Mama Foley's baby boy. Fuck no. I fucking love Mick Foley with a passion. And even though it's not the talking version we had earlier in this bracket, that theme song still will fucking put a chill down your spine when you listen to it. Like you felt bad for Mankind. You just felt bad for him. Like he was a freak of nature. But that means Mankind's moving on. But which way would you have gone, Max?
Oh, really?
I don't have to ask. I know, but
The funny part about it is as I listen to it again, it's amazing. What I love about what Jim Johnston does is he's very good at following current themes and the thematic of the business. And so what does it has the ring, and Schizophrenia has the ring of Psycho. It's got that Alfred Hitchcocky kind of psychoness to it, and that's what I loved about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we all got real confused as fucking kids when Mankind came out as 3 different personas in one Royal Rumble. We got really confused because we all knew it was Mankind up to that point because most of us didn't get into watching wrestling until like after the fucking Dude Love shit, and like all of a sudden he comes to the ring as 3 different personas and we're like, what the fuck? Like what the fuck going on here? But I still love Foley for that shit. Like it's some of the best matches of the '90s are Foley. But
I love Mick Foley, but after meeting him, I can't watch his matches anymore. Back in the day before I knew him, he was a wrestler who did cool things. Now when I watch, ooh, that's my friend getting hurt. I can't.
But he loved it. He used to fucking
No. I've seen what it did to his body. He sure didn't love that.
Well, I mean, he straight up says in his book that he loved the hardcore matches. Like he loved the hard shit.
At the time, you have not seen him try to get into a car.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, he went through more hell in wrestling than any other wrestler ever did, basically. But I mean, he lost a fucking ear to wrestling, for God's sake. So yeah,
I was actually there. It was in Germany, and Gary Michael Capetta picked it up and put it in his pocket and carried it backstage. And then they cut it underneath his, right behind the ear. They cut they opened an incision and they put the ear cartilage in there so that it would stay alive, so that when they went to rebuild his ear, he would have it. Yeah, Mick was one of those guys. I was after our match in the United Center with the Nasty Boys, the street fight. If I told this on this, forgive me, I'll stop. But we were walking through the parking lot of the United Center, and he was coughing up. I swear to God, it looked like his liver.
I mean,
it was. I've watched Mick, and I've been with Mick on some of the craziest shit of my life, and so he made incredible sacrifice for the business. There's no doubt about it. I agree with Dean.
I mean, and McMahon McMahon made him go through it all. McMahon wanted him to do it all, 100%. Like
Vince didn't twist his fucking arm, but Mick was the guy willing to fucking. That's the masochistic nature of who Mick was. That because he knew you know, Mick, it's funny. Mick always sort of knew that he was never going to be, you know, the technical wrestler. He always knew that what was going to get him over was the crazy fucking shit he did in the ring, the barbed wire matches, the broken glass matches, the fucking crazy bumps he took. He always, you know, that was always his theme is, you know, I'll out bump anybody's craziest bump, you know. I'll see your bump and I'll
straight up watching him get thrown on thumbtacks by Triple H and having like thumbtacks all throughout his back and lower side, like that made me as a kid like jump up off the floor and be like, oh my god, like I had to hurt. Like you can't fake that. You can't fake them being stuck in your body. Like that's not gonna happen. Like that's insane. But
yeah, he didn't feel like he was giving the fans a show if he didn't take a bump like that. And I mean, that's who he is. We talked about how he brings that same kind of approach to comedy.
Yeah.
He's really a smart, cool guy. But I can't watch him bump anymore because of it, because now he's my friend getting hurt.
Right. Yeah, I can't. I've never watched Hell in the Cell. I could.
You know, honestly, if Jeremy was wrestling, I could sit there and watch my friend get hurt all day long. I'd be cheering them on to smack him harder.
Yeah, if I was wrestling, it'd be like Big Show. It'd be like one hit fucking matches. But that means that the next matchup gets started off by Dean, and it's going to be number 416 ranked Deadly Game, the In Your House theme, or number 178 ranked Hell Frozen Over, Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme.
I don't know, man. I don't care about either one of those themes. Stone Cold, because it's a person.
Harley?
It was Deadly Game and Stone Cold.
Yep.
Deadly Game.
Yeah, I gotta agree. The In Your House pay-per-views is what I grew up on. That's what got me into wrestling, was all the VHSs I had of all the In Your House like pay-per-views before they started doing like the regular pay-per-views every yearly. Like that was the big thing. In your house, Degeneration X, In Your House, Rest in Peace, where the fuck Undertaker's one was, like all those ones I fucking loved. So I gotta go with Deadly Game. But which way you want to go, Max?
So this was between the Taker theme and Deadly Games, right?
No, Deadly Game and Hell Frozen
Stone
Over.
Cold.
Hell Frozen
Broken
Over.
Dreams.
Hell Frozen Over, Stone Cold.
Oh, let me just find the Hell Frozen Over, what I wrote about it. Because I'm gonna go with Stone Cold.
And that means April. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm a huge Steve Austin fan. He and I did the road with Steve too before he was Stone Cold and when he was still one of the Hollywood Blondes. And I introduced him to a band at the time that I brought back from Germany, and it was so fun. We talked. I'll never forget. We were on our way through Lake Placid, New York, and he was funny. I'd given him the CD called Rage Against the Machine that this buddy of mine, Rage, got introduced in Germany first, and it was really fun to have him. You know, he brought up Victim of the In-House Drive-By song. What the fuck was the name of it? But anyway, we debated that song for like 200 miles. It was awesome to fucking sit and talk to Steve about it, because he loved fucking Rage Against the Machine so much, and it was great because he was another guy that I debated music with. And Stone Cold, in that case, he kicked my ass. He was way more right than I was about Rage Against the Machine. So,
Rage Against the Machine is fucking amazing. But
yeah, I was really lucky. I had this buddy that worked for a company in Germany that a lot of American bands that were trying to break through would go there. And Rage hadn't made it here yet. And they started off with, I think it was the company was called Roadrunner. And that was the label they were under. And this buddy of mine used to give me boxes full of CDs of, unknown artists at the time. And I got the Rage CD and I shared it with Steve, and from that moment on, we kind of bonded over the Rage Against the Machine CD.
Fuck, I wish now that Rage Against the Machine did one of his theme songs back in the day. That would have been
I
fucking
really
awesome.
should, knowing the power he had, I gotta be fucking honest with you. If you listen, okay, it's not very close, but the beat of his music sort of has that, Tom Morello fucking kind of cadence to it, that dun 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 dun. It's got that sort of hard driving thing that you could easily envision fucking, Rage doing something with.
Well, that means that Dean starts out the next matchup, and it's going to be number 415 ranked Fight Me, Face the Evil Mix, Alexa Bliss's theme song.
Wait, didn't I just start the last matchup?
I thought April did, but I could be wrong.
I'll take your word for it.
We love you so much. We just want you to. We feel like you didn't get enough the last time. So gosh dang it, give us a second round, brother.
Daryl was the tiebreaker, so 100% April started the last one. But it's Fight Me, Face the Evil Mix, Alexa Bliss's theme song versus number 117 ranked Thorn in Your Eye, the WWE Superstars and Slam Jam theme song.
Again, Alexa Bliss, because she's a person.
Oh.
And I've got a special place in my heart for her. That girl works hard for being 5'6" and being just outsized by everybody she's in the ring with.
Well, speaking of being outworked at 5'6", Harley, which way you want to go?
I'm going with Alexa Bliss.
Harley, what the fuck is that?
It's Alexa Bliss's doll.
Okay.
Oh, that's badass.
That's really fucking creepy.
I think it's really goddamn cool. I want it on the end of one of my guitars when I'm playing.
Harley plays with that at night in bed, just saying. But
No, I don't.
I've seen you do it. But yeah,
I'm sitting here so she can watch you.
I gotta go with Alexa Bliss too, because
Alexa Bliss is hot as hell.
I was gonna say boobs. Simply for the boobs, I gotta go with Alexa Bliss. I would love to see some footage of her in a nude state. Just saying, I'm sure it exists. I'd have to find it, but I'm sure it exists. For all the fucking women of WWE, there's nude videos out there somewhere. But which way you want to go there, Max?
So what's the Alexa Bliss song?
Fight Me, Face the Evil Mix.
Well, it's funny because both those songs I wrote about them, and I wrote next to the Thorn in Your Eye, I wrote that it had more of a Pantera theme, and the part about Fight Me that I liked is I'm a huge fan of chick metal and a band called New Year's Day, and that fucking that Fight Me really sounds like New Year's Day, and so I'm gonna go with y'all. I think fucking Fight Me kicks some serious ass.
And which way did you want to go, April?
Alexa Bliss.
Oh, we have our first sweep of the night, and what a way to end the first half of round one. But that means we're going to be going into the second half of round one in a minute, and it's going to get started off by Harley, and it's going to be number 303 ranked With a Smile, Ethan Page's theme song, versus number 64 ranked Welcome to LA, LA Knight's theme song.
LA Knight.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck Ethan Page is. Even I never heard of him, but I've heard of fucking LA Knight, even though I've never seen him wrestle.
LA Knight. Yeah.
I've heard of LA Knight, and he reminds me of a new Zack Ryder. So I gotta go with LA Knight. But which way you want to go, Max?
So, Welcome to LA was and what was the other one?
With a Smile.
I'm trying to find it on my sheet, and that's the like I'm struggling to find it on my sheet. Forgive me, because I want to make sure I bring some kind of representation. Fucking deal. Oh, there it is. I chose, ironically, they're cross-bracketed on my sheet, and I chose both of them. And this is at the top of the set list, so I don't have any notes on either one of them. So I'm going to go with this, because Def Rebel looks like they're the ones who recorded both of those songs.
They do all the new theme songs, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with With a Smile.
And April,
LA.
which means LA Knight is moving on, but which would you have gone?
Yeah. I think I
LA
like
Knight.
wrestling too much.
He's one of those guys that, God, he pops the crowd, but he gets so underused.
Just like Zack Ryder. I swear to God, he's the new Zack Ryder.
Well, Zack Ryder did come back here recently for a match.
I mean, if he didn't come back and say "woo woo woo," you know it, then I don't want to hear about it. But that means that I get started the next matchup. Oh, this is easy, and it's number 302 ranked. If You Rock Like Me, the SmackDown theme from 2009, versus number 63 ranked, Born a King, Jimmy Uso's theme song. I gotta go with the SmackDown theme, If You Rock Like Me, because I actually watched wrestling then, and fuck the Usos and everything they stand for. But which way you want to go, Max?
So I don't know about what was the Jimmy Uso. What did they stand for?
I just don't like them. I don't like the whole
Family Pride.
What is
I don't
it?
like the
Family
Samoan.
Pride. They stick together. They're the Samoans. They're related to The Rock. And they're Rikishi's son.
The same thing, the same poison that's been in WWF for fucking 25 years.
It's funny you would say that because I
Hey,
actually
Jeremy, I got a can for you to sit on.
Fun times, Harley. Fun times.
I actually had an incredible incident that almost cost me my Japanese career with Samu, and it actually at the time it involved Chris Benoit, and I had to fight Samu for like an hour, a real fight, like in the streets of Japan and in the streets of the city that we were in, and in the end, I ended up having a great relationship with Rikishi and Rodney, and I love them both very much. I understand though what you're talking about with the Samoan connection, because I heard I can't remember which one, whether it was Afa or Sika was Samu's dad. Supposedly he was waiting for him at the airport when he got off the plane and beat the fuck out of him in front of everybody because he was so pissed at him for blowing his deal in Japan. Samu got sent home after this fight, and it fucking pissed his dad off really bad. So I'm gonna have to follow my heart on that one too. I'm gonna go for the other side of that. That whole thing just never felt right to me either. What was that song? It's not Uso.
If You Rock Like Me,
I like that song anyway. Is that a whose theme was that?
That was the theme for SmackDown for 2009.
Yeah, I like that song a lot. So it doesn't break my heart to do that.
And April, which way you want to go?
Uso.
And Dean?
Uso crazy.
Yeah, you are apparently. But Harley, you're a tiebreaker. I don't need to even ask, but which way you want to go?
Uso!
Just because he's a fucking brown guy, that's muscular. So the only reason you're going with him.
You know I like the brown people.
You wouldn't know it looking at your husband, but you know.
My ex-husband, thank you very much.
Whatever.
Uso!
Harley drenches her couch for the fucking brown guys in wrestling. What can I say? But That
Hey,
means
I like that whole Samoan bloodline. Thank you very much. Well, except for Kishi, I'm not a big fan of the stink face right there.
Oh,
So nothing.
I fucking love Rocky. I'll vote for Rakishi any day of the week. I fucking love Rakishi. But
Yeah,
he's one,
I love Rikishi too, man. He's good, man.
his Too Cool days was one of the fucking greatest things ever. Never mind that whole I fucking hit Stone Cold with the car bullshit storyline. Like fuck that. But his fucking Too Cool days were amazing. But that
He
means
put the
that
sunglasses on and danced in the center of the ring with his diaper on.
it made me, and I love the fact that he didn't shower before matches if it was someone that pissed him off. Like that was the greatest thing. Like
Getting a stink face after that.
yeah, anybody he liked, he would freaking shower and baby powder before he did the stink face. Anybody he didn't like, he would just fucking go out there raw dog it and fucking stink face him. So yeah, fucking awesome. But
His daughter-in-law at one of the matches did the stink face on one of the female wrestlers.
but
I guess I don't know what the stink face is, but I'm guessing it's.
It's where he's putting his ass in your face.
Aha.
he would throw you against the turnbuckle and you'd be down on your freaking like ass and against the turnbuckle and he would come over and just pull his thong up and
Drops his whole face in your ass. I mean,
Yeah.
your whole face was in his ass.
And yeah, that would be substantial. So no matter how you look at it, you definitely want that to be clean.
yeah. The Big Show did it for a little while too when he was Shokishi, but which I can't imagine that being any better. But
Yeah.
Max,
Well, the difference would be about 200 pounds because even though Rikishi's a big man, fucking Big Show is genuinely fucking huge. And the other thing I know about Big Show, comparatively his work, I know Rikishi was light as a feather, and Big Show was pretty notorious.
Yep. Well, Max, you can start the next matchup off. And it's gonna be number 301 ranked. Know the Rep by John Cena and the Trademark versus number 62 ranked Hitman, Bret Hart's theme song.
I don't even need to go. I mean, I checked both of them that I liked them both because Bret's is classic, but I'm gonna go with. I'm definitely going with the John Cena song, "Know the Rap."
I forget. Is there a story about why you don't like Bret Hart?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I love Bret. In fact, I'm the opposite. I like Bret Hart. I don't know. His theme music to me was always just so. It just didn't. I don't know. It didn't feel like it fit him. But because of it, when you'd hear that fucking that first note that just really drove that song. I love Bret. Actually, it's so amazing. I'll just tell you a quick story. I when I was in the WWF, I wasn't there that long, but in the time that I was there, I got to talk to Bret quite a few times, and he sent me Christmas cards for 10 years after that.
Oh shit.
I got a Christmas card from Bret for 10 years. No, I love Bret. I really do. I think he's amazing. And there's a lot of people that don't feel the same way because of the legacy and but I think Bret's an amazing guy.
Well, I mean, Bret did screw Bret, but
yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, it was his own fault.
But I mean, at the end of the day, he did punch out Vince McMahon, so I gotta give him a little bit of props for that. So
the other side of that, brother, is honestly, I gotta be honest with you. That whole thing there, it's wrestling. it's all bullshit. I honestly, I know that they've all talked about it, but there is something. I will say this: there's something behind the scenes. Maybe Bret wanted to retire and wanted to go out the way he wanted to go out, but I honestly believe that it was fucking. I think the whole thing was a work.
Well, with all the new shit going on that I've heard about Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon, it brings a whole new element to that storyline that Shawn was going to get the push regardless.
See, that's what I mean. But that's just it. The whole fucking it's wrestling. You don't know the fucking.
Okay, let's keep rolling.
Harley, calm yourself. Gird your loin.
Yeah,
But-
I got a meeting at 7:30.
Hey, my fault. So April, it's gonna be Know the Rep or Hitman.
Bret Hart.
And Dean.
There's a movie and called Shadow of the Hitman, which kind of shows it's from Brett's point of view, so it's his whole side on the Calgary Screwjobber, the
Montreal.
Montreal. Thank you, Montreal Screwjob. And it's as close as you get to seeing Brett punch Vince in the face. I'm going with Hitman.
And Harley?
Bret Hart.
Which means Bret Hart is moving on. And honestly, this wasn't a good John Cena rap. There's very few of them that are. But this
Is
was not.
is there any?
Is there,
good
exactly.
There's been one or two on this bracket so far that I actually liked and are actually in my Spotify playlist. But Hitman, that theme song, as soon as that fucking guitar hit, you know who was coming out to the ring, and that's the point of it. So I like Bret Hart when he came back in his Legend deal and was working against Nexus and everything. I fucking love that shit. So, but that means April starts the next one off, and it's gonna be number 300 ranked. A Girl Like That, Tori Wilson's theme song, or number 61 ranked, which is also Harley's theme song, Taking It All, but it's, on this one it's Solo Sequoia's theme song.
I'll do the second one.
Harley's theme song gets a vote. Which way you want to go there, Dean?
I'm going to go with Solo Sequoia.
And Harley?
I'm going with Tori Wilson.
I mean, you are a girl like that, so fuck you. But even though you are an expert at taking it all. But
Can't stand Solo.
I gotta go. Yeah, fuck that Simone. Fuck that Simone family. Big first and foremost. But I gotta go.
Not the whole family. Just I don't like him.
Everybody except Rakishi. But I gotta go with Tori Wilson because so many
Boobs.
so many tissue boxes in the early 2000s. Tori Wilson. So many tissue boxes. But that means it's a tiebreaker. Go down to Max. Which way you want to go?
You know, I'm a huge fan of the song My Sharona, and I'm going to leave it at that so that I can make the Queenie happy. And I'm just going to go with the Tori Wilson thing.
Tori Wilson moves on, beating out Solo. And fuck that whole family storyline. Seriously, fuck it. But that means
You're just jealous because they get a lot of women hitting on them. You're just
honey,
jealous. That's all it is. You're just jealous.
Honey, in my college days, I fucking pulled in the pussy like a fucking animal control.
Not like they do.
I don't know about that. I was one of the few white guys in pretty much all African American college, so I did pretty well. But they like their white guys. What can I say? But next matchup, I think it started off by Dean, and it's number 299 ranked Bad Apple, Carlito's theme song, versus number 60 ranked Wolfpack, the NWO Wolfpack theme song.
I'm going to go with Wolfpack because if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's the one with kind of very repetitive music and him saying pretty much over and over, I spit in the face of anybody who doesn't want to be cool. Which
it is.
was kind of a neat thing as a character, but as a theme song, gets very old very quickly.
Yeah, I never liked Carlito. I never liked him. But Harley, which way you want to go?
Carlito.
You and your fucking brown boys.
I like brown girls too.
I was gonna say, what the heck is wrong with brown people?
Nothing. I have eaten many a brown girl in my day. Brown girls taste good, but I gotta give it to Wolfpack because I fucking love that howl in the beginning. I love that howl in the beginning, and the NWO theme song was always badass to begin with. So I gotta go with Wolfpack, even though it was before my time watching wrestling. But which way you want to go there, Max?
I think I'm gonna go the Bad Apple.
Were you ever around in the Wolfpack days or the NWO days there, Max? Or
That's a pretty fucking sore subject with me because I don't want to elaborate, but the guy that all of the T-shirts I had made and wore in the ring was a guy in Chicago named by the name of David McWilliams, and on one of my shirts I wore a 1-800 number. When I left the W, not only did they, I mean, if you look at the NWO, I couldn't have been more closely matched with being in the NWO, and I was never a part of it. And they stole my T-shirt guy, so it was one of those things that now by then I had really pissed off the fucking clique, and I wasn't involved.
yeah, well the clique is full of assholes. We all know that, but
and I couldn't believe it. I mean, for me to go out and play, write the theme song, be a part of that. To me, it would have always seemed logical. Actually, I carried that theme before the shit was fucking on, and I'm not trying to take credit where credit's due, but I did the black T-shirt, fucking heavy metal, black #1 thing pretty intensely for, 2 years. And I never even got an invite, but that's okay. It's nothing I can do about it, but I would love to have been invited.
And April, that makes you the tiebreaker. Which way are you going?
Carlito.
How the fuck does Carlito beat out NWO? They would have whooped his ass 5 ways from Sunday and had him looking like a fucking punching bag. But anyway, that means that Harley starts out the next matchup, and it's 100% a late 2000s matchup. It's number 298 ranked, All About the Power, David Otunga's theme song, versus number 59 ranked, Broken Dreams, Drew McIntyre's theme song by Shaman's Harvest.
Oh my god, I can't stand it. I'm going with the first one because I can't stand Drew McIntyre, not one single fucking bit with his whiny bitch ass.
I gotta go with Drew McIntyre because David Otunga was short-lived, and my former co-host Jamie knows Shaman's Harvest. She actually knows all the members of that band. So I gotta go with them because I love that fucking song, Broken Dreams. But which way you want to go, Max?
I compared them both to the metal bands they reminded me of, and All About the Power reminded me of like POD and Papa Roach, and the other Broken Dreams song reminded me of Daughtry, and I'm a fucking huge Daughtry fan, and that's one of the few songs I listened to all the way through. So I'm gonna go with the Broken Dreams because, like I said, I'm a huge Daughtry fan, and the influence was obviously there.
And April?
I'm gonna go with the first one.
And that makes you the tiebreaker, Dean.
Broken Dreams.
Which means that Drew McIntyre moves on. Ha 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 ha, Harley. But that means the next matchup gets started off by me. And it's number 297 ranked, The Spirit of the Undertaker from Undertaker from the Vault, versus number 58 ranked, Viva La Raza, Eddie Guerrero's theme song. And it was not Eddie Guerrero's best theme song by any fucking degree. So I gotta give it to The Spirit of the Undertaker because that's a fucking incredible song that kind of goes through a lot of the different Undertaker variations of his theme song. So I like that compilation. But which way you want to go there?
Did you say me?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I love Taker. This was much more of a movie soundtrack than a song, and I like I compared the hip hop song to like Molotov, kind of that heavy, the metal Latino beat thing, and so I'm going to go with the Molotov with Viva La Raza.
And April?
What were the choices again?
The Spirit of the Undertaker.
Or Undertaker.
Yeah.
Undertaker.
And Dean?
Viva la raza!
Which means, Harley, you are the tiebreaker.
I'm going with Eddie Guerrero.
You and your brown boys. I swear to fucking God.
Hey,
His
chocolate's one
son.
of my favorite. I like chocolate.
Eddie Guerrero has moments, but that's not his best theme song. I ain't fucking agree. But that means that Max starts out the last matchup in. He starts out the last matchup in round one. It's a '90s dream It's a '90s dream matchup. It's number 296 ranked. Is Cooking, the Rock's theme song from No Way Out 2003, versus number 57 ranked, the highest ranked theme song in this part. I Won't Do What You Tell Me, Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme song again.
Oh, boy, you're putting me in a hell of a fucking position there. I'm gonna go with Stone Cold. I'm pretty loyal to Steve Austin. I love The Rock. Don't get me wrong, but I just missed him. I didn't get to meet Dwayne, and I would love to have met him, but I didn't. And I have nothing but fond memories of Steve Austin. And I always loved his theme, like I said, because it always did feel like rage. And so I'm gonna go for Steve.
And April?
Let's see what The Rock is cooking.
And Dean?
Let's go with The Rock.
And Harley?
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
It smells like Fruity Pebble bitch. But
Did you say it smells like Fruity Pebbles?
bitch. Yeah.
It's because it's the Samoan bloodline and he hates the Samoan bloodline.
No, I like The Rock when he came back after being in Hollywood. I hated The Rock in the 90s, early 2000s. I fucking hated him with a passion. Every time Triple H and Stone Cold kicked his ass, I was amazingly happy. But I got to go with Stone Cold because that is not The Rock's best theme song by any fucking degree. That's he left to do like the fucking Scorpion movie.
Pacifier and
Yeah, he left to do some movie and came back, and that was his theme song for like one pay-per-view. Like, fuck that. I would have voted for Stone Cold, but that's all right. And that means that round one is officially over, and we can get going into round two. Actually, not bad time for a first round, I will say. But
hopefully round two goes faster.
Then let's goddamn speed this thing the fuck up.
okay, Harley, you know round two always goes a little bit faster than the first round. Giggity.
Ride that whip, Queenie.
But that means April, if she's there, starts the second round.
What were they?
It's
I
going to be
haven't said it yet.
it's going to be Gold Dust versus the Orient Express.
The first one.
And Dean?
Gold Dust. That song is so cinematic. And just from the opening chord, you know who's coming out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And Harley?
Gold Dust.
And I have to agree 100%. Go with Gold Dust. Fucking love Gold Dust. One of my favorite wrestlers of all times. But which way you want to go, Max?
You know, I'm going to say Gold Dust with a caveat of one of the times I remember driving down the fucking highway with Gold Dust and him passing two semis on the right and on the shoulder and looking over at him just laughing his ass off. And he wasn't even watching the road. He was looking at me laughing as we're fucking going down the goddamn rumble strips on the right-hand side of the road. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. So Dustin was just a crazy, fucking fun, amazing human being to do the road with, and I'll never forget him.
And that means that Gold Dust moves on the streak. But that means that Dean gets to start the next matchup. And it's going to be Edge's theme song versus I Won't Do What You Tell Me, Stone Cold's theme song.
Not his best theme song, so I'm going to go with Edge.
And Harley?
Edge.
Yeah, see though, this is not Edge's best theme song either. This is his first theme song, which kind of sucked. I gotta go. It wasn't the fucking Alter Bridge version, so I gotta go with Stone Cold because even that theme song is better than fucking this version of Edge's. But which way you want to go, Max?
I'm into female heavy metal, and anytime that I can support chicks singing in fucking good heavy metal bands, I'm going to. And I that's one of the things I wrote about this, so I'm gonna go with the Edge theme.
Alter Bridge's version is so much better.
I'm gonna go seek that song out. What album's it on?
I'm not sure. It's called Metalingus.
Is it an Alter Bridge song on one of their albums as well?
Maybe.
Or was it strictly proprietary for the WWF?
I'm honestly, it was on.
WWE?
It was on WWF's Forcible Entry album. I know that.
Huh.
Which is the best album name of all time, Forcible Entry. But April, which way would you have gone?
She stepped away.
Well, we got a winner, so we don't need her. But that means that Harley gets started the next matchup, and it's going to be Bringing the Hood to You, Crime Time's theme song versus Schizophrenic Mankind's theme song.
Mankind.
Yeah, I got to give it to Mama Foley's baby boy. But which way you want to go there, Max?
Oh, you know where I'm going.
Mankind moves on. And since April's not back yet, Dean, which way would you have gone?
Mr. Foley.
Yeah, I think Dean has the same kind of affection for the Beast.
Hey, I read his book. I read Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I fucking have a huge respect and love for Mick Foley because of reading that book. But that means that I start the next matchup, and it's going to be Hell Frozen Over, Stone Cold's theme song, versus Fight Me, Face the Evil Mix, Alexa Bliss's theme song. And I got to go with Stone Cold. But which way you want to go, Max?
Stone Cold.
And Dean, sound think April's back yet?
I don't think so.
What are the two songs? Stone Cold and
Alexa Bliss.
Gonna go with Alexa.
And Harley?
I'm going with Alexa.
April, we need you. Run back to your computer, April. But turn the camera on first.
She's going with Alexa.
How come I don't believe you?
I asked her.
Yeah, I don't believe you. But I'll take your word.
She has her phone number, Jeremy. She texted her.
I got her phone number too, but I'm not texting her. But that means the other side of round two can get started with Alexa Bliss moving on. And it's going to get started off by Max. And it's going to be Welcome to LA Knight's theme song versus Born a King, Jimmy Uso's theme song.
Oh, I'm doing the LA.
And Dean?
LA Knight.
And Harley?
LA Knight.
And I agree. Fuck the Usos. Which means that LA Knight is moving on. And this next matchup.
And there's her pick. She said Uso.
Well, I don't care.
Did we Queen Harley, did we make her mad? I feel bad. Did she just
No, she had to help her son.
Oh, okay. Well then of course that's obviously okay. I just don't want her to be mad at us.
Nah. She was looking at me too much. She had to go off camera, take care of something, you know. But
I think it was her looking at me. Thank you very much.
I mean, I can't blame her. I can't blame her on that one, Harley. I can't. But
it's those cat earphones, Harley.
I'm used to I'm used to seeing you on camera, so I get used to it. But
Oh damn, we have all these comments. How are you? We are good, Eddie. How are you?
an hour fucking later, that guy's gone by now. But
I know.
but
I
that
didn't even
means
have comments up.
Harley can't take it nowhere. But that means
No,
that
I
means
don't pay attention because they say stupid shit.
they haven't this time though. But that means Dean starts the next matchup off, and it's going to be Hitman Bret Hart's theme song versus A Girl Like That, Tori Wilson's theme song.
Hitman.
And Harley,
Tori Wilson.
yeah, I got to go the Hitman. I got to go the Hitman. That theme song is so iconic. But which way you want to go there, Max?
I'm going to after the ass kicking I took over the last time, and you're right when you hear, I did love Bret, and when you hear that fucking squealing guitar, it took one. I can name that wrestler in one note, and I agree with you. That's an iconic song. So I would change my other vote if I could, but I'm going with the Bret.
Which means Bret Hart moves on. But the final two matchups in round 2 are going to get started off by Harley. And it's going to be Bad Apple, Carlito's theme song, versus Broken Dream, Drew McIntyre's theme song.
Carlito.
And yeah, fuck that. I got to go with Broken Dreams. I fucking love that song. Drew McIntyre back in the late 2000s was amazing. But which way you
Drew
want to go, Max?
McIntyre now is a whiny ass bitch.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Broken Dream thing too.
And Dean?
How they did break my microphone.
Did you say something, Dean, that Harley interrupted?
Broken Dreams.
Which means Drew McIntyre is moving on. But the final matchup in round 2 is going to get started off by me. And it's Viva la Raza, Eddie Guerrero's theme song, versus Is Cooking, The Rock's theme song. And the lesser two evils, I guess I got to give it to The Rock. Because that was not Eddie Guerrero's good theme song. But which way you want to go, Max?
I'm going to go with Eddie.
And Dean?
Eddie.
And which way you want to go, Harley?
Eddie.
Which means Eddie's moving on. And round 2 is officially over. And we can go into the quarterfinals. And they are going to get started off by Max. And it's going to be Goldust versus Edge.
Goldust.
And Dean?
Goldust.
And Harley?
Goldust.
Yeah, that's a fucking sweep and a half. If Goldust wins this whole thing, I swear to God, I'm going to be really torn in the grand winner matchup. But that means that Dean gets to start the other side of the quarterfinal, all the other matchups on this side of the quarterfinals. And it's going to be Schizophrenic, Mankind's theme song, versus Fight Me, Face the Evil Mix, Alexa Bliss's theme song.
Schizophrenic.
And Harley?
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, fuck Alexa Bliss. And I would, but I'm going with Mankind. But Daryl, which way you want to go?
I'm doing the Mankind, of course.
Foley moves on. Foley.
And I'm begging you to quit calling me fucking Daryl.
I said Max, didn't I?
No, you call me.
No, you keep calling him Daryl.
It's so funny. I would just like to defend my stance on that because I've actually I pissed my mother off when I was like 8 years old because I told her how much I hated my name. And it's so funny because she fucking started, as you can imagine, she started crying. She goes, well, what name would you choose if it wasn't Daryl? And I'm like, well, I don't know yet. But when I figured out, and I called her when I chose my ring name and persona and said, okay, Mom, I've chose it. That's the name of the dog in The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Trust me, if I could have chosen a different name in life, I would have too. But
that's the great thing about wrestling. You got to do that, you know. I always loved Alice Cooper and.
I don't like my legal name. That's why I don't ever go by it.
See,
you got me on my knees, Layla.
That is not my name, thank you.
So, what do you prefer, Harley?
Harley.
Yeah, I go by Harley. Except for at work.
Everybody that knows you calls you Harley.
Yep, except for legal at work.
Yeah. See, I haven't been called Daryl. The only people that call, it's funny, even at the hospital, they call me Max because on the profile it has a preferred name, and I fucking put Max. So even at the hospital, they don't even call me Daryl. And I was being facetious, Jeremy.
I know. It's trust me, you're not the first person I met that goes by two names and like trying to like keep it straight every time. It's like fucking annoying sometimes.
Just call me Max. That makes it. It's just one syllable, and it makes it.
I know. I try. I thought I had been, but yeah, I messed up that one time.
I will add to this conversation that Dean is not my first name; it's my middle name. You won't get my first name out of me.
Yeah.
Okay, Preston. I don't know if that's his name or not. I was fucking with him, but
he'd probably fucking kill you if that was the case.
If I actually guessed it first time, it'd be fucking amazing. But I lost my place now. Oh, and that means that Harley gets dropped the next matchup, and it's going to be Welcome to LA Knight's theme song versus Hitman Bret Hart's theme song.
LA Knight.
Yeah, I got to go with Bret Hart. I love LA Knight's theme song, but Bret Hart's theme song is just legendary. But which way you want to go, Max?
Bret Hart.
And Dean?
Tough call, but I got to go with Bret. I mean, the minute you hear that guitar, you know exactly who's coming out.
Yeah, that feedback is that was Jim Johnston's version of the Eddie Van Halen fucking horse whinny.
And that means that I start off the final match in the quarterfinals. And it's going to be Broken Dreams, Drew McIntyre's theme song, versus Viva La Raza, Eddie Guerrero's theme song. And I got to go with Broken Dreams. But which way you want to go, Max?
I'm going to go Broken Dreams.
And Dean?
Viva La Raza.
And Harley?
Eddie Guerrero.
Now we need April, goddammit.
Put your coin back.
Oh, I'll take something out the flip on you. God damn it.
I lost you.
No, you didn't. And heads or tails there, Harley, for Eddie?
Heads.
Harley wants some heads. And she loses. Broken Dreams moves on, knocking Eddie out.
That's the first time in a while I've lost.
I know, you always get head when you want it. And not from your ex either, but that means the quarterfinals are officially over. And
you a dirty man, Jeremy.
Mama raised me right. But
God.
Mama tried.
Harley, how do you put up with this all the time?
I'm used to it by now.
You're a very patient woman.
I reward her twice a year, so she gets happy. But but that means that the semifinal matchup can get started off by Max, and it's going to be, oh God, Goldust versus Schizophrenic Mankind's theme song.
Oh, you would have to do that.
I didn't make these choices. We all
Oh
did.
my God. I love Goldust. I love Dustin a lot, but I'm pretty damn loyal to Mick. Gotta do the Mick thing.
And Dean?
So, Max, I have a question for you very quickly.
Yeah.
Did you know Mick and Stone Cold, or Steve, I guess is what he went by then, when they were constantly rubbing DDP, like they wouldn't give him a moment's peace?
Yeah. It's funny. There's certain parts of shit that I stayed involved in, and there's certain. I'm a pretty big ribber myself, but DDP had sort of that kind of mentality, and I got to know Diamond pretty well. Dallas was he's a good guy, but Mick and the thing is it was guys like that. It's whenever the boys don't feel like somebody paid their dues, that's what always fucks with shit. And that's exactly the way Mick, because everybody knows, obviously, Mick paid his dues, and everybody knows that Steve Austin paid his fucking dues. And Dallas was one of those guys that kind of rode in on the coattails of everybody felt like that he rode in on the coattails of, whatever it was. I don't even know the details, but I remember that part of it. And it was when a guy, that's how they bring him, so to speak, that's how they bring him up to speed.
Yep.
I'm going with Mick. I've heard some of the jokes they made at his expense.
Yeah. But then the other side of it is,
I'm going with Mick too.
So that pissed everybody off too, because here's DDP running around with Sable, and everybody's going, "What the fuck?"
Well, I'm gonna throw a vote to Goldust because I fucking love Goldust as much as I love Mankind. I love Goldust, and I can't seem to go without a vote. But he is in the first matchup of the next part too, so I don't feel too bad. He got 2 first matchups in a row, but that means the other side of the semifinals is going to get started off by Dean, and it's going to be Hitman Bret Hart's theme song versus Broken Dreams, Drew McIntyre's theme song.
Hitman, that's easy.
And Harley?
Bret Hart.
Yeah, I love Broken Dreams, but it's not a hit. It's not the Hitman's theme song. And which way do you want to go there, Max?
It's unanimous.
Which means we have a sweep going into the final, third and fourth place matchup. And in the third and fourth place matchup, it's going to be number 59 ranked Broken Dreams, Drew McIntyre's theme song by Shaman's Harvest, versus number 184 ranked Goldust theme song. And it's going to get started off by Harley.
Goldust and what?
Broken Dreams.
Goldust.
And I get that big fat yup. And which way you want to go, Max?
I'm going to go with Goldust.
Which means Goldust does win third place, but which way would you have gone, Dean?
Goldust.
And that means the finals are going to get started off by me. And it's going to be number 417 ranked Schizophrenic Mankind's theme song versus number 62 ranked Hitman by Bret Hart's theme song. This is an Attitude Era matchup, and I got to go with Schizophrenic. That screams Attitude Era to me, is Mankind's theme song. But which way do you want to go, Max?
Oh, I'm going with Mankind.
And Dean?
Mankind, easy.
which means Mankind does win first place in this part. But which way would you have gone, Harley?
Mankind.
Oof, 2 sweeps in a row. And that means we have our grand winner matchup to see who's moving on to the next part. And it's going to be number 417 ranked Schizophrenic, Mankind's theme song, versus number 204 ranked Oddities theme song by Insane Clown Posse for the 5th part in a row. And it gets started off by Max.
So this was Insane Clown Posse versus Schizophrenia, right?
Yep.
I'm definitely going. I love the Insane Clown Posse, but no one supersedes Mick in this one. Sorry.
And Dean?
Mick Foley.
And Harley.
ICP.
Yeah. Fuck. I gotta make it a tiebreaker. I fucking love the Oddities theme song. They're both Attitude Era, and Oddities were a huge part of the Attitude Era because WWF was basically a freaking circus at that point. So you gotta have the freak show, and it means it's a coin flip situation since April's still not back, and it's going to be. I'm gonna do tails for Oddities. We'll see which way it goes.
Okay.
Oh, the Oddities finally get taken out of the grand winner bracket, of the grand winner matchups for the first time in 5 parts. They had a long run, so I'm not too upset about it, but Jesus.
It's funny.
And
I just watched, Jeremy, I just watched this match between the Oddities.
And the
it was
Headbangers?
Insane Clown Posse versus
the Headbangers.
The Headbangers.
I shared that video in the fucking network chat.
You know what's funny about that is after I saw that, brother, I actually am good friends with one of the crew of the ICP tour that's going on right now. And I called him and I said, could you please explain the fucking ass kicking that ICP took at the hands of the Headbangers and no redemption? Because I could not believe that was one of the fucking roughest matches I've ever seen. I actually felt bad for ICP, man.
It was Vince McMahon. Violent J wrote about it in his book. It was Vince
Really?
McMahon.
Oh, great! You took to explain that to me.
They were part of the deal of them being in WWF back in the day was that Vince McMahon would put commercials for their album on every wrestling show that they were on.
Right.
He never did. He never put it out once. So it was Vince McMahon getting pissed because they wouldn't stop like bugging him about like what the fuck, we had a deal. So Vince McMahon told the Headbangers.
Okay, this is conversation y'all can have off camera. I have to go.
Shut up. So it was basically Vince McMahon saying to the Headbangers, fuck the shit out of these boys. They're out of WWF after this match anyway. And that's when they went to WCW and became friends with Vampiro. But that's a story for another time. Harley, I pass the whips and chains back to you. Let's finish this.
Okay, guys. Well, that does it for this episode of The Asylum with Harley and Joker. Dean, you want to tell them where they can find you?
You can find me on my Amazon author site, R. Dean Bose, or look for Family Plot Podcast and all your podcatchers. You'll catch us there talking history.
Max, you want to tell them where they can find you?
Yeah, I have a bunch of videos that you can check out on the Pain Lair on YouTube. I have my own channel there, and you can find me at Daryl Peterson on Facebook.
Okay, guys. Well, for me and Lily and King Joker, we say goodnight, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.